Hello everyone, welcome to Solve Search classes. This is Tushar Shaw, and in this video we'll be continuing to solve the BHU PET 2020 papers that we were solving since the last 6 videos, I guess. Okay, so first of all, let me just give you a quick recap about how the question paper is and what would be the pattern regarding to the question, and then we'll be moving on to solving the actual questions. Okay, so like I have already told you, explained you in details about the question paper pattern, and therefore you may go check the earlier videos out of this set, so you may get a good idea about that. Okay, so this paper is of MCQ type. First of all, okay, it carries 120 questions, and for solving this 120 questions, 2 hours will be provided to you. Okay, and for each right question you will be awarded 2 marks, and for each wrong question you will be half marks will be deducted from you. Okay, so this was this is the basic overall strategy that you will be following, and you can see that in 120 questions you have been given 2 hours. So the level of difficulty for all these questions is not so much difficult, though I am explaining it in a certain way that the for every question the overall pattern or overall concept of that question, from where the question has been picked up, the overall concept has been discussed. Okay, so it requires quite a lot of time for me, but overall the question that is given to you while solving it is not so much difficult. If you do it correctly, the like in a proper flow of time, then 120 questions being solved in 2 hours is not so much of a big deal. Okay, so this was all about the introduction. So we did up till question number 6 in the last video, so we'll be starting from question number 7. Okay, so question number 7 says that the reduction of naphthalene with sodium amyl alcohol gives. Okay, and the options are 1 2 dihydronaphthalene, 1 4 dihydronaphthalene, 1 2 3 4 dihydronaphthalene, and D decalene. Okay, so uh, so let me just firstly draw the structures of the options that are given. It will be easy for you to correlate with the structures. Okay, so 1 2 dihydronaphthalene. So let us consider this as the first question. This is the second question. So here would a double bond would have been there. We've in like reduced a double bond with two hydrogen. So this structure is 1 2 dihydronaphthalene. Okay. Then we have option B, 1 4 dihydronaphthalene. Okay. So we have double bond over here. This 1 2 3 4, and you can see that 1 and 4 are like sp3 carbon saturated. So this one is 1 4 dihydronaphthalene. Then option C we have 1 2 3 4 tetrahydronaphthalene. Okay. So 1 2 3 4. All of the carbons in this compound, in this ring, are sp3. Sp3, like not these ones. The attached, except for the attached ones, the outside all of the carbons are sp3 hybridized. All of them are saturated, and therefore the two double bonds are reduced by a hydrogens, by four hydrogens, and therefore the name is 1 2 3 4 tetrahydronaphthalene. Okay, and then we have the last option, that is decalene, which is basically decahydro naphthalene. Okay, so basically this is it, which is we name it, the common name is decahydro naphthalene. Okay, so this is the like basic options, and you can see that when you reduce naphthalene overall by all the double bonds are reduced, then we form decalene. Okay, now coming to the reaction, that is reduction of naphthalene with sodium amyl alcohol gives. Okay, so let us look into the reaction about how when naphthalene is introduced into sodium amyl alcohol, what would be the exact representation or synthesis. Okay, so basically, what we firstly do is like this is basically an example of Birch reduction. Okay, Birch reduction. So we'll be like looking into the concepts of Birch reduction, and then we'll be following up with the question. Okay, so for Birch reduction, we require an alcohol, and one sodium atom. Okay, Na. So let us say we have this alcohol group ROH. Okay, and this ROH reacts with sodium to give RONA and H2 if we take two molecules. So 2, 2, 2. Okay. So this kind of reaction normally takes, and this species along with the Na, like the basic reagent would be RONA slash Na atom. Okay, so these two would be the combination which would be taking part in the Birch reduction and would be like performing the Birch reduction on a certain compound. Okay, so let us look at the firstly the mechanism about how naphthalene would be reduced. Okay, and then we'll be looking onto the products. So let me just change the color. Okay, so let us say we have our naphthalene over here, and the double bonds are there as it is. Okay, so we gave sodium and our alcohol, which is basically amyl alcohol. I am just writing ROH for simplicity. You can take any type of alcohol, be it isoamyl alcohol, be it tertiary butyl alcohol, be it simply ethanol. Okay, not a problem. The Birch reduction can be performed with any sort of alcohol. Okay, so first of all, what would happen is homolytic fission would take place. Okay, now for this Na has one electron in the outermost shell. Okay, because the configuration of Na is we know 1s2, 2s2, I'm sorry, yeah, 2p2, 2p6, 3s1. Okay, so one electron is there in the outermost shell of Na, so that electron would be performing the of like the reaction from in the naphthalene compound. Okay, so firstly, what would happen is uh, here an homolytic fission would take place. Okay, and obviously here also an homolytic fission would take place. Okay, in this carbon, this the electron of Na would be attacking over here to form a minus charge, an electron from the homolytic fission would be coming over here, and then and the electron from sodium would be forming a minus charge. Okay, so the basic resonance structure after the delocalization would be, here would be a minus charge and here would be dot, which is the free radical. Okay, then what would happen is the alcohol which is given in the system ROH, this minus charge would be taking the H from the system, and the OR minus would be released. Okay, so yeah, so this minus charge is taken from the H. um, so we have this kind of species and we have this charge over here. Again, this Na would be reacting, the extra electron from Na would be going up over here forming another negative charge. Okay, so and here the species will be there as it is. Okay, then correspondingly again ROH will be given, RO minus will be released. Okay, so this is basically the product form. Now you might be wondering where this double bond comes from. So in this case, when you see a homolytic fission is taking place, one electron would be forming here, one electron would be forming here, and from this part one electron would be forming here, one electron would be forming here. This electron is intact as it is. This electron combines with the electron from the sodium atom to give a minus charge which is there. Now this electron and this electron overlap with each other to give a double bond. Okay, this overlap, like it is quite crucial for like double bonds are substituted double bond is forming, and therefore it is stable, and obviously a double bond is more stable than a free radical, and therefore the double bond will be formed. Okay, so this was all about this case, and obviously basically this would be the exact product if we are like talking about just the question. Okay, so in the question you can see that 1,4 dihydronaphthalene, which is this product we have just formed. So this one would be the like question wise, this would be the correct option. Okay, so option B would be the correct one. Now basically what would happen is the we have just the reduction of with sodium amyl alcohol is asked about, and nothing more than that. Okay, but sodium in the conditions is basically not like stated in the question, and that is why the question is kind of partially wrong. Okay, like the incomplete question, not wrong, will not say wrong, it is a partially incomplete question. Okay, so firstly, what would the main difference would be that this reaction won't stop over here directly. Okay, instead what would happen is, the in presence of this tertiary this ROH group, this firstly this double bond will be coming into resonance by shifting its position. Okay, so this kind of species would be formed. Okay, so this is now all in conjugation with each other, and then what would happen again, this double bond would be reduced in the same way as the initial double bond was reduced. Okay, so again let me just write down the mechanism for you. So we have, so we'll be giving Na over here. So minus charge will be formed over here, and this one free radical would be here, and then ROH will be taken, RO minus will be released from the system. Okay, then we have this H here and H there, and then again sodium would be given, this minus electron will be taking up the position. Okay, then we have minus charge over here, the H would be there as it is, and then finally ROH will be given with the release of OR minus. I'm not writing it again. So here also H would be formed. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrahydronaphthalene would be formed. Okay. Basically this is the exact mechanism about how when you follow it through the exact reaction, and obviously after this step rigorous conditions like heat and temperature are required for the further reaction to occur. Okay, but as it is not specified, any heat or stun thing is not specified, we will be keeping the answer up till here. Okay, another thing that I would like to mention is that if you want that this decalin and these two products are obviously formed. Okay, now the last option, that is decalin, how is that formed is when you take naphthalene. Okay, when you take naphthalene and reduce it in presence of ranitidine. Okay, in presence of heat, certain temperature. Okay, so what would happen is all of the double bonds would be reduced with hydrogens in the same mechanism which is followed in the Birch reduction, which is the Ni would be taking up, giving electrons, and then hydrogen would be taking up the minus charge in those kind of mechanism. Okay, then we will be getting decalin as a product. Okay, so all the options you can see that is being formed in this reaction. First of all, this is the exact answer we'll be getting, then resonance, then the tetrahedral part. Okay, and obviously this one also. Okay, so yeah, so this was all about this video. I guess you have learned a good lesson about how reduction in naphthalene occurs. Okay, and this was the basically all about the topic for this video. So I guess we'll be moving on to the next question in the next video, and we'll be solving some more questions. Okay, of this set. So thank you guys for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.